You know, a lot of us think of creativity as this mysterious talent, something you're either born with or you're not. But what if I told you that's not really the whole story? Today, we're going to break creativity down and turn it from this vague concept into a practical, learnable skill. So let's dive in and see how you can start cultivating that creative mindset right now.
We've all been there, right? You're staring at a blank page or wrestling with a problem that just won't budge, and you feel completely, totally out of ideas. That feeling of being stuck, that's actually the moment where true innovation can begin, but only if you have the right approach. So, how do you break through that wall? That's exactly what we're going to get into.
Okay, so our journey starts with the most crucial part, the foundation. See, before you can learn any new tricks or techniques, you've got to start thinking differently. This first stage is all about understanding that creativity isn't really an action, it's a mindset.
And this idea right here really gets to the heart of it. It's not about waiting for some lightning bolt of inspiration to strike. Nope, it's about deliberately choosing to see the world through a new lens, allowing you to spot connections and opportunities and solutions that were, well, they were basically invisible before. It's an active, intentional shift in your perspective. So, what does this new lens actually consist of? Well, it's really built on three core pillars. First, you have to learn to challenge assumptions, to actually question the way things have always been done. Second, you focus on the customers, shifting from what can we make to what problem are they really facing. And third, you activate opportunity thinking, which is basically training your brain to see potential inside every single problem.
Having the right mindset is the perfect starting point, absolutely. But it's not enough on its own. A perspective is only as powerful as your ability to actually act on it. So the key here is you need a set of tools to turn that new way of seeing into a new way of doing.
So how do we get practical? Welcome to the toolkit. This is where we shift gears from the why of the mindset to the how of the methods. We're going to equip you with tangible ways to generate real-world ideas.
And that brings us to this key concept, the creativity enabler. Now, I know it might sound a little fancy, but it's actually wonderfully simple. These are just straightforward, practical techniques you can pull out to kickstart your brain whenever you need to solve a problem. Think of them like recipes for innovation.
And as you can see, this isn't about some abstract theory. The toolkit is all about learning simple, repeatable techniques. It's about getting your hands dirty with creative exercises that build that muscle memory, so you can actively stimulate innovative thinking whenever you need it, on demand.
All right, so you've shifted your mindset, and you've got this great new toolkit. What now? Well, the final piece of the puzzle is making sure all of this becomes a lasting habit. This is about making sure your new skills don't just fade away after one creative brainstorming session.
You know, the real win isn't just a single spark of genius. The real goal is to build a sustainable engine for innovation. It's about embedding these practices into your daily work, your daily thinking, so that creative problem solving becomes second nature, not some special event you have to plan for. This quote really captures the spirit of the whole thing. The learning process never really ends, does it? It's about constantly asking yourself, okay, how can we push this further? How can I make my environment and my own mind even more fertile for new ideas? It's a commitment to always be growing.
And that brings us to the final and most important question, the one I really want to leave you with. With this new mindset and these new tools in your back pocket, think about your world, your work, your hobbies, your community. What old, stubborn problem is just sitting there, waiting for you to look at it through a new, creative lens?